What's up? It's your boy Carcino in here. I want to say thank y'all for supporting the page. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this page as we get into this, as many people have been asking me questions about Mav Carter. I was on an airplane when I got the information about Mav Carter. Um, what Mav Carter did was rather shocking to people because they was like, man, I don't understand this. So in case you've been under a rock and didn't understand what was going on, Maverick Carter, the longtime manager and business partner of Los Angeles Lakers superstar, right? LeBron James. LeBron James is the most promoted athlete in the NBA for the past 10 years, right? Or even longer than that. This is LeBron. So, after investigation was done, it was recently revealed that Maverick Carter had been betting on NBA games in the past. Now, Maverick Carter is in no legal obligation not to gamble. Okay? Now, the thing that's really dicey here is just that the story is juicy because this goes back to the LeBron James, plays for the Lakers. You're his business manager. You're not some regular average Joe betting on the game. And even though gambling has become very potent with everybody who's betting on like fantasy sports and all these different things, you know, once everybody learned that Mav Carter was betting on games, LeBron James couldn't avoid that. He was Mav's his own man, and at the end of the day, gambling is legal. I mean, you can go on the phone right now and do whatever you want. He got no affiliation with the NBA or NFL, so he can do whatever he want to do. So Maverick Carter can do whatever he wants to do. That's very interesting, knowing that you play for the Los Angeles Lakers and you're his business manager. How doesn't he have any ties to the NBA? Right? It's crazy. What do you say? I mean, it's weird that some of our regular fans that love the game kind of only care about parlays now. I guess that's the word everybody's using. It's kind of taking some integrity out of the game because people are kind of like really only caring about betting. I mean, it's always happened. I mean, listen, people have been betting on games since Arnold Rothstein set the bet in the 1920s of the World Series. Come on, come on. So it's been going on for years, but it's legalized now, and it's legalized in every state now. The majority, right? I think it's in like 38 states plus. So, I mean, to each his own. Gambling is certainly not going away anytime soon, okay? But what people don't realize is that this is just in about the last 2 months. Uh-oh, hold on. I don't know who there is from Tennessee. But I apologize for that. But here's the thing that gets everybody and makes people go scratch their heads. We are all very confused when it comes to the direction of everything that we've seen on the forefront. You know what I mean? We're very confused about certain things. So it's okay for a business manager to bet on NBA games? He isn't like the cousin of LeBron James. Somebody, how doesn't he have affiliation with the NBA when he sits courtside? He's your business manager, and you play in the NBA. And you don't just play in the NBA. You are the most popular player in the NBA, promoted wise, marketed. You're LeBron James. If Michael Jordan, business manager, was betting on NBA games when he was playing for the Bulls, you don't think that would be a conflict of interest? You don't think the public would think that you was giving him information on the games, on where to bet and where not to bet, and it's kind of a black eye to the game? And this is the second time. This is the second time LeBron has had like something in his inner circle go wrong. Y'all remember about a couple months ago, he had the doggone what's his name? Sims, another one of his business managers, caught in the steroid scandal. Wasn't it Randy Mims? Yeah, Randy Mims talking about some, yeah, those steroids is for me. Yeah, I'm working on my body. And your personal trainer claimed that he was training your wife. Both of them caught in an illegal steroid scam. So this is the third person in your circle that's come up lame. I smell a rat. I smell a rat. And here you are at 39 talking about he's turning back the clock, doing 360s and all this craziness. Right? It don't seem fishy. I don't even fish and it seem fishy. We already know Rich Paul is put in place because athletes cannot own their own agency. No active athlete is allowed to own their own agency. So your best friend owns Clutch Sports, Rich Paul. And we know he's about as dumb as a rock, no college or anything. We've heard the guy speak. He got the reading and IQ level of a fifth grader. But we supposed to believe that this guy is, eligible to represent millions of players in the league. It does not make any sense whatsoever to us. Well, the problem is majority of these people don't seem to get it. They think the whole world revolves around them. And when you put people to the test or put people to task, all of these things are brought to the forefront. Now, I had no problem in destroying a lot of fact or fiction and taking people down roads that people needed to see or understand. But when you start thinking about the history of professional sports, the NBA had a referee who was cheating on games, fixing games, got caught, and he told like he wasn't the only one. Now you look at a lot of these people who were once people everybody looked forward to working with, then you start looking at everybody else that that work in the industry basically. And he starts saying, well, why in the world is the bar keep getting moved when it comes to LeBron James? It's because they know that this is their cash cow. And if they don't ban the cash cow or do whatever it takes to keep this money train going, then it's going to derail. They've been keeping all the dirt LeBron's been doing clean. They keep saying, oh, he's a clean athlete. He don't do this, he don't do that. They swept things under the rug. They scrubbed the internet. He had a former homeboy from Cleveland that knew him, who spoke about LeBron's past life and what he was really doing before he went to the NBA when he was in high school. They got that guy out of the way. That guy posted some of the most graphic details about LeBron. He sat there, looked at LeBron, and told the truth. He told the fact that LeBron James, he alleged that LeBron James was a drug dealer and was not who people said he was, threatening to beat people up, all kind of stuff. This is what this man was saying about a 15, 16-year-old LeBron James at the time. Said, I really know you. It was shocking, but not surprising that this was brought to the forefront. Now, what other people are going to say about it? Well, to me, it's a situation where you kind of know how it's going to play out, but then you don't. If we look back at Mav Carter and we say these things and we start saying it to people, it's a situation where you say, Maverick Carter, what does he do? Is he just his Hollywood connection? Does he has no ties to the NBA? Period. Because we know that isn't true. Pat Riley went to negotiate with LeBron James to stay in Miami before he went back to Cleveland. He flew to Las Vegas, and you know who he sat down with? Maverick Carter, which was strange to him because he expected to see Rich Paul. Rich Paul wasn't there, and neither was LeBron. So the general manager that they put in place, Pat Pat Riley, everybody who was there, who was supposed to be there, showed up in Las Vegas and said, LeBron's gonna call you from the plane. He's apologized he couldn't be here, knowing damn well he wasn't coming back to Miami. Had Pat Riley fly all the way to Las Vegas so they could have this one-on-one meeting to try to see what LeBron wanted to get him to come back to Miami, knowing he had no plans on coming back to the Miami Heat and he was going to sign with Cleveland. He was already working on the deal, already trying to see how they were going to get this done, but he wasn't coming back to Miami. But he was too much of a coward to face Pat Riley and tell Pat Riley to his face. So he had Maverick Carter sit there and say, well, LeBron gonna call you on the plane. He's so sorry. Y'all flew in. He tried to, he had an arrangement. He was trying to get here and he just couldn't. But he said he gonna call you guys on the plane. So on the plane, he calls and talks to Pat Riley and tell him that he's going back to Cleveland. Pat Riley was like, the plane was landing and he was just getting off the plane, like when he called. Cowardly, knowing that he had no intentions on coming back. I was looking at a lot of this, a lot of people say they almost got caught in a situation where LeBron James was talking about his control over people, and now you're starting to see that grip loosen. Like Shannon Sharp is starting to speak out freely, trying to say, "Hey, I need to definitely go right for this guy. I need to get this situation done. I need to get this LeBron James curse out of my own brain." Like, it's a lot of people that feel like that. Me, I'm not the one that feel like the LeBron James episode or whatever circus. I never was on it. So I'm gonna give you the truth no matter what. He mad at LeBron James because saying he was gonna take time off the game to go spend time with his family. Oh, that ain't what Shannon Sharp understands. So he definitely gonna be against that. Nothing to him comes before. He's like, I got kids out here. I don't even know how many I got. Man, I'm telling you, Stephen A. I'm telling you, Stephen A. Skip, or whichever one you is. I don't even know how many I got. All I can tell you is, if it's me in that game, oh, nah, you can't come in between the game. Now, if I'm playing the game and I'm thinking about you, oh, you gotta go. I don't care if you my kid or nothing. You gotta go. So, so Shannon Sharp don't agree with it. Now, LeBron fired back at all the critics that's saying something about they don't agree with him taking off to go see about Bronny. Who cares, right? He gonna do what he gonna do anyway. I'm I'm upset that Bronny's even back on the court this soon. I don't think this soon is how you put somebody back on the court that quick after an incident like that tragic incident that happened that was shocking and like, whoa. That's a hard stop situation. They had to use the paddles to bring him back to life. And in 90 days, he's cleared to play basketball again. That's just, to me, that is not something that I would want to deal with. And for me, having concern and have LeBron James fans to say, "Oh man, quit hating on his son, man. That's a good thing, bro. He back on the court." No, no, I don't think so, bro. I would at least take a year before I would even revisit it. I think this is done for publicity and marketing reasons, and not because of Bronny's health reasons. And I don't think they're taking that seriously enough. And I'm not happy with it at all. I'm very disturbed that they chose to use that way um, to break it down. I'm very disappointed in that decision. I wish him the best. I wish nothing happens to him. I hope he has a career where nothing like that ever happens to him again. But if something does, don't you dare not turn your head and point that finger at LeBron Ramon James. I don't want to hear it. This ain't a "I told you so" situation, because it ain't "I told you so." I am somebody who's more concerned about the outcome of the situation dealing with him than trying to, you know, get publicity on or move towards the situation where there's a major problem around, okay, what are we doing here? Is our main focus just to entertain this notion? Is that what we're doing? Or are we being honest? Which one is it? I need to know. So I ain't gonna keep you that long. They're not gonna punish Mav Carter unless they can prove there's some connection to LeBron James in this situation. And if they do, the NBA will have to get involved. But if the FBI comes in and finds out that this is the case, because he's already admitted to using a bookie to make the bets. My thing is, if what LeBron is saying is true, anybody can make a bet. Why are you using another person to do it? Why are you not doing it yourself? Why are you using another person, which is illegal, to use an illegal bookie to go ahead and make the bets? Why do you think they would investigate that? Why would that look shady? Why are you using a bookie to place your bets? Shoot, but if betting is legal now, you don't even need a bookie. The hell you need a bookie for? That's what I'm sitting here scratching my head. A bookie? For what? What would you need a bookie for if all this betting is legal? So what LeBron's saying really kind of don't make any sense, and they just need him to put a statement out there, and I guess that would be it. But now let's look at the bigger picture here, so we could all move forward. LeBron's going to be LeBron. The NBA is going to clean it up and do whatever they can to protect the cash cow they put all this money into. So it's all going to end up coming out to nothing. And if anything does come wrong, the only thing they're going to end up doing in this whole situation, right, it's all going to fall on who? Mav Carter. He would have to fall on the sword and say, it was all me. I was being stupid. Got nothing to do with LeBron. He never told me about the game and nothing. I just make the bed on my own. I don't even be around him. Now, that'll be enough for everybody else. But let this be Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, anywhere, right? Y'all be calling for blood. That's the double standard that I talk about, that we fight against. But that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, Ticket TV, Mondo Black TV. Welcome to HDII TV, Jag Sports with Jose Rodriguez, and I'm out the door.